Good evening. How are we all going? How has the week treated you so far? It is Wednesday evening for me. I am over the hump. Yeah, on the downhill towards the weekend. And surprisingly, it's been an alright week so far. I expected it to be a bit rough, but it hasn't been too bad, and unfortunately one reason for that is that my boss has been unwell. So he was not in on Monday or Tuesday. He only came in today, and even then he was mostly out for meetings, so it is nice. We've had a bit of distance from the boss man, which is a plus. I don't mind my boss at all. I think he's a fine enough guy, but he can be a little bit kind of what's the word? Like over your shoulder? Kind of a helicopter boss? Is that the word I'm looking for? Something kind of like that. So it's nice that he isn't in sometimes and you can just kind of work. It's important to often have him there to kind of talk through things, but it is also important to kind of just have him separate, have him at a distance. It's why I really enjoyed working from home during the lockdown. You could just kind of have a distance between myself and the boss. I wasn't always having to I don't know, deal with him. But anyway, how have you guys been? Did you guys pay any attention to this new PlayStation that was announced? The PlayStation 5 Pro? I am not too phased by it, to be honest. I did quite enjoy the idea of um for the PlayStation itself. I do like the new Astrobot game. I think that could be very interesting or fun to play. I've heard only good things about it. But I'm not too fussed about this new PlayStation 5 Pro. Primarily because I don't think it's actually that needed. I mean, firstly, it's so expensive. It's what? Where was it? 799 US dollars? Is that right? Oh, sorry, excuse me, 699 US dollars, which is going to be probably close to like 1,000 Australian dollars at least. But then the other thing is, I feel like it's just kind of there's only so much. What's the word I'm looking for? We've reached a plateau, right, where games look fantastic as it is now, and there's not really much to sell it on. Good morning, Inadequate. How are you? How has capitalism treated you for the past few days? Good morning, Shadow. You're all pouring in now. How you doing? How's the week's treated you so far? As I said, I've had a very pleasant week so far. The the boss man hasn't been in, which is always a huge plus for most of the week, so it's been a nice distance. Yeah, that sucks, particularly when you're like, oh, this is meant to be um a quiet time of day, and then it's like, nah, actually, this is gonna be hella busy. Oh, and of course, an important Vod-mander Jow update. She is still in hospital. They discovered that the so they went in and did all the back surgery stuff last Thursday, but in doing so, they discovered that there was still a. Well, no, let's start again. They did the back surgery, chipped off all the stuff that they needed to. Big thumbs up. You can't see them, but there are two big thumbs up right there. The Afterwards, though, my mum was complaining of a pain in the front of her ankle, and it turned out that there was a chip from that surgery, a chip of bone, resting against like a one of the nerves, which was causing that. So tomorrow morning, at approximately 8:30 a.m., that's apparently when kickoff is meant to be. They're going to have to go back in and now take that chip out. So she's in hospital for at least another week from today, if not, I mean, realistically, maybe longer. Oh, a heavy downpour. Is it being? I will pass it on. Shadow. Is it being kind of finicky the weather over there in England, or is that just kind of the autumn weather? Is it wet? I'm trying to. The only reference I really have for the seasons of England is Horizon 4, and I can't remember what the weather was like in the different seasons super clearly. So that's not helping me as much as I thought it might. Okay, wow, really rough then. Definitely not a good day to have to be out and about in a truck. I'd imagine. It's been pretty mild here, actually, now that I think about it. It was really quite hot not last Friday, the Friday before, but it's kind of mellowed out a little bit. It was only like 26 degrees today, which is still warmer than I would like it to be, but a lot less than it was. And it's closer to where I'd like it to be. It's not heading up into the 40s, which I'm still worried will happen this summer. And the other thing, I need to fix my ceiling fan in some way because it's got an annoying rattle at certain speeds that I need to try and remove because it is not sleep conducive. At least not for this guy. I was watching what was it, Kusaki. He was playing American Truck Simulator quite recently, and I was like, I really got to get onto that at some point. I really do. It does look like good fun. I mean, it's not just because it, like half of the present audience is a truck driver currently, but it's also because it just looks like I could get behind it. I think I could enjoy it quite a bit. I'd have to yeah, what I'd want to do is I'd want to do like two different challenges almost. By the book, follow the rules, and then the other one would be so like point A to point B, as little or no fines as possible. Point A to point B as fast as possible. I'd want to do those two. I mean, those air brakes are pretty loud, right? A jumpy cat. I mean, what a surprise, right? My parents' cat is such a stereotypical scaredy cat. She has no courage, not a single courageous bone in her body. That is a good question. Well, that's a disappointing answer, I'll be honest. What was that? There is another kind of program that is kind of similar to that called Crowd Control Mod. Again, I first encountered this through Kusaki. Like you can do Crowd Control GTA. This is a lot more viewer focused, I believe. But there's also a lot more games. The only issue is that the game, like, I don't know, Fallout 4, for example, will play perfectly normally until someone interacts with it. And I can't remember if it costs like channel points or if it costs. No, I think it's just channel points because I don't think I spent any money. to use, and there's a lot of different versions, like Peggle. That could be fun. I'm assuming this is with a ROM, right? Can't imagine it's not. I mean, yeah, I would enjoy that. Just kind of building up the empire, but I could also see it become quite the bore. I think I'd need. I don't know if I'd be that good as a streamer playing it because I don't know if I feel like I might need a bit more. Well, a bit more going on in the game to kind of react to kind of spur conversation on. Yeah, I mean, I'd want to. I think I'd want to try and start. Hmm. I mean, it'd be nice to try and start in England, just because you're driving on the same side as the road. And ideally, I would use like the steering wheel setup and stuff like that. So yeah, this is also another option that I need to actually have a look at a bit more because you can do a lot of different games with this and kind of play around. Well, I can play and then y'all can punish me for having the nerve of playing a game on stream. Testimonials. Big fan. Loved it. The crowd controlled the game out the wazoo. Viewers can purchase effects through tips. Well, we don't want to do that. Twitch bits and channel points. There we go. Channel points. Sims 4 crowd control could be fun, actually, now that I think about it. Because what you could do is, like, there was talk, I think it was principally from Shadow, but not a bad idea at all, of making, like, the barracks in a game the barracks. You could do it in Sims 4, for example, and then have, like, barracks members living in it. Probably no one named, just so it doesn't, like, no named characters, just random NPCs. And then, you know, mess with them with the crowd control mod. That could be something to look at. I might take you off on that offer too, Shadow. Like, I can see that could be nice to have a customized setup. Merch store. Why would I want this merch? Look, I mean, I'm sure it's a great program, but I'm not going to wear a shirt. Bruh, sorry. Ooh, and truck skins as well. Well, I mean, I just want my truck to be red so it goes faster. I'm a simple man. Okay. Interesting. Okay, well, that's enough of that. I'll check that out on my own time. Let's launch the game. Let's get into it. I'm almost certain we're getting towards the end of this thing. I mean, partly because we have, like, there was the thing where we accepted this is the end game. You can't go back. That's the other game I want to look at. Space Marine 2. Space Marine 2 looks very good. Yeah, fair enough. I imagine the truck skins are a bit more complicated than the trailer skins. Because ultimately the trailers for the most part are just, you know, 6 sides that are basically perfectly flat. Whereas the trucks are a bit more. "Whoa." That's a technical industry term. Actually, before we start, I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick. I'm going to run some ads, and then we've got 1 hour of uninterrupted gameplay. Sorry to duck out so quickly, but I do need to piss. I will return. Be safe. Caught red-handed. You thought I wouldn't see. So you did give me an idea, inadequate, just then. It could be funny if I made it so that just typing the word fart or exclamation fart or bracket fart will play a fart sound, and that's like free for everyone as long as you play it. Like as long as you keep typing it. Could be a way to pass the time. Where were we? We just had that sweet musical number, which was really sweet. Hard Boiled and Hungover. Hard Casey. An Alex Casey film based on the novels by Alan Wake. Final Casey.
It was all about
They're really
me.
pumping out the sequels
This
quickly.
performance the Dark Place was putting on. But I had no control over it. I knew how utterly lost I was.
I wonder how difficult it is to put in this kind of dreamy effect over the things.
The payphone was ringing again.
We're
And Mr.
never out
O'Connor
of
was
your
back
way.
at it. I had to find out more.
Come on, pick it up.
Alan Wake? Do you know who I am?
How the fuck could I?
Whoa! There's that famous temper. Lucky thing I'm not a paparazzi.
You keep jerking me around, refusing to tell me who you are.
You remember? You... Oh, fuck me. Alan, listen. Tell me, how much do you remember? Did you visit Parliament Tower? Did you find anything there?
Yeah. Alice is in danger. Scratch is reaching out to her, and there's another manuscript.
I think we go to the Ocean View
Initiation
Hotel.
Return. I saw the title.
I think we maybe started that just before we finished
I don't
up.
remember writing it.
Return. Oh man, this is what we're after. The Scratch can't have it. Our survival, the survival of the fucking cosmic everything depends
I
on
wonder
this.
who this fool is.
Come to me. Ocean View Hotel. I left
Is
my
it Thomas
room
Zane,
key for you.
perhaps?
It's right there on the payphone. Remember, the Dark Place works in loops and rituals. If the waves keep pushing you away, you just need to find another way in.
That's right, I kept running through
We
and
go
it was just
with the
looping me
flow
around.
of this ocean. Catch you soon, brother.
The Ocean View Hotel.
Murderer
A suspicious
stalks the
invitation to a
shadows.
shady meeting. Right on the money for the hard-boiled genre the whole city was built upon.
Cult. An unforgettable immersive theater experience. See it live at Ocean View Hotel. This is a pretty cool hotel with the
Ocean
sky
View
bridge and
Hotel.
everything.
My destination.
It kind of this building kind of reminds me. I mean, it's obviously the Flatiron from New York, but it also reminds me of the 3 Chord Street. Okay, firstly, this building reminds me of the hotel from John Wick, which was also kind of at a point. Secondly, 3 Chord Street. In Control, the rituals will often involve pulling on a light cord 3 times for it to work. Wolf. I have terrible news for you. Yeah, okay. I mean, you were right. It was fantastic.
A
Maybe
loop that that delivered me back to
Maybe
the
I
street.
try it 3 times.
What did the mystery caller said? If the waves keep pushing you away, you just need to find another way in. With
Yeah.
only dream logic to lead me to the hotel, I look to the neon signs for guidance.
Okay, well, we're going to Mirror Peak. Why not Ocean View? Okay,
The
we've got
sky
to be
bridge above was
Mirror Peak.
connected to the hotel. That could be my way in, if I could reach it.
It's hunting me. Its spies are always watching. It's trying to catch me. I think it did more than once.
What is it? Well, I'll show you the Champion of the Light. Even though it's the opposite way, isn't it?
Replace me. Twisted version of me. Scratch. Mr. Scratch. It's slithering.
I was actually listening to that.
It's in the story.
When would that be?
I have to use it to keep the story true.
Monday night, I think, when I was walking to the shops after work. I was listening to the album. I must say I wasn't quite as jazzed when the song from that beach came on, where you do the dark summoning. I spent a good hour and a half, 2 hours there trying to get that done.
The story I was building was fragile, constantly
And,
under attack. There was no time
That
to waste.
has kind of soured the
My presence
enjoyment of
was
that
only a step
song for
behind
me. Oh wait, Mirror Peak's from Cauldron Lake. Oh, let me just make sure the internet browser's closed and anything else I don't need. Okay. So that should stop it from chug-a-lugging too much. Probably, but not in like one go. But I'll definitely have a look at it again. I mean, this is a guy who's played Alan Wake 1 several times. I'll definitely play this more than once.
Casey! You're the killer, the cult leader. It's in your eyes.
No! You got the wrong man! It's Scratch! There's no time to lose!
You're going nowhere.
Why you want to play it again? Or why I should want to play it again? Howdy, Wrench. How you doing? Welcome back, Shadow. You just mixed Alex Casey getting shot, I think. Ah, beans. Play this again, Wrench.
I was dead tired. I just wanted it to be over. It was all my fault. I'd had this dark place in my head.
So is the DLC
so
something that
long.
you have to play separately, or is it...
Sometimes I'd forget the pain was there. Like it was the way you were supposed to feel. I was not in a dark place. I was the dark place.
DLC for Alan
The
Wake
source of it
2.
all. The vessels. Me and the writer. We were the same.
This place kept pushing me under, getting into my head, poisoning me with
I had an
darkness.
answer to that question at lunchtime
find a
when
way
I
to
thought this
escape
is a
before
good
it was
question
too
to ask the
late.
chat. And I cannot remember
Too
what that
late
answer
again.
was. Ooh, so close. Only room 665. Well, I was like... So, my previous roommate, a guy I know from church, has a very strong opinion on where tomato sauce bottles should go. They should go in the fridge. So his totally not important beige flag would be someone that doesn't put it in the fridge. Hold on, I'll be with... Oh, that's for the light to go into. And I had one. I had like a good example when I was washing up something after lunch today, and I couldn't remember what it was. Okay, well, let's just go in here first. I mean, I'm not a fan of ketchup I don't really do sauces at all, to be honest. Like, I don't do ketchup on my chips. I don't really do... No, but you see, the thing is, that's an entirely valid argument, but on the actual ketchup bottle, it says to put it in the fridge. That's how you're meant to, like, store it, so it lasts for longer. I can agree with you there that you're meant to, like, have a burger with some sort of sauce on it. I wouldn't necessarily say ketchup per se. Okay, thank you, Wolf. That is useful. I imagine you've played the DLC. Is it any good? Typewriters... Lost typewriters? Okay, if we turn off the light, we can sneak around them, right? So the sneak is going super.
The flashlight had done its job.
Ah! Reload.
Shit!
So that's partly why I was talking about something that's not important, but something that's kind of a little bit off-putting to you, or a pet peeve. That's the language I used before. Pet peeve. What is a totally not important pet peeve that you have? I couldn't remember the language I used in my head at lunchtime. I still can't remember what my example was, though. I completely forgot. I need to write these things down, because my memory is clearly not up to the task of remembering it. I don't know why I want to go this way. Yeah, I've been looking at doing an online course for project management, and it is the kind of is it the recruiter? Maybe. But the person who's doing the admission stuff is just incessant in trying to contact me. Okay, we've turned the light off. What's through here? Yeah, that is definitely up there. I don't like my voice. I've definitely grown to tolerate it more. Just because I've been talking a lot more recently for, you know, some reason. So I've grown to tolerate it more, but I still not super jazzed about hearing it, I'll be honest. I don't know why any of us... well, no, hold on. Isn't the reason that we don't like it because of the fact that it's not what we hear? Like, it's not how we hear our own voice, because we don't really hear our own voice through our ears so much as we do just, like, through our bone. I feel like that's a thing. It sounds good, right? Even if it's wrong. Sounds smart. So I think your voice sounds maybe is it more bassy, less bassy than it does to others? But it is definitely a shock, like when you hear your voice like for the first time, or you know you haven't heard a voice for a while, and you're like, oh god, that's what I sound like. Ugh, I'm so sorry, everyone.
This is the moment to destroy it.
So many fellows up in here. Wait, can I turn on that light? No. Wait. Wait. That's the wrong button. I appreciate that sentiment, but I definitely would not have said that myself. What if I fire this flare gun? Okay, well, we got rid of a lot of them. The red neon looks so nice in this game. There's no closing the door and past sin. I still need to work up the courage to do that. I should, like, make a, I don't know, a pack that'll only do ASMR, but it'll just be, like, ASMR Bible readings. To the light. Interesting. A challenging idea. Okay, so we've got to save, but that is... Okay, I did not read that as you die here. I read that as something completely different, and I don't know how I did that. But I did. That is almost certainly a no. A 100 ASMR streams before a karaoke or a singing stream. Like, definitely, I do sing at church. But, I mean, we all know there's a difference between doing an activity solo and collectively, right?
I could see the Ocean View Hotel. I was getting close.
Where we going? I mean, yeah, a little bit. Oh, wait, hold on. There's that. So there should be a dark spot around here somewhere? To line up with that? I mean, that looks like you should be able to climb up there. Can't drop down there. There's no ladder. I look forward to your return, Cat. Yeah, well, that is the important part. Good point, Shadow. Do not work too hard. Okay, so now it's blue. And what's through the blue door?
The lights affected where the door led to.
Can't get up there. So we do want the red one. I definitely was in school. I can't remember if it was preschool or kindergarten. I was in a nativity play. Nope, I wanted to open the door. I was in a nativity play, and what was I? Can't remember. I think I was a donkey or a horse. And I know that... Okay, well this is different from before. I know that my mum enjoyed watching me because I was constantly picking... There was a sheep in front of us, and a friend of mine and me were just picking the cotton wool buds that the mother, obviously, had put on the suit, and we were just kind of picking it off as we were sitting there. Oh, that's very unpog. I think my brother was a wise man. My brother's always been a little bit more of the, dramatically inclined. I mean, so those... Are you saying those were the 4 roles that you played in your, thespian career? Which was the most demanding, do you think? Oh, I could
use that shotgun.
Thank you. I didn't see that I could actually pick that up. Oh yeah, I'll have a look at some optional content for show. Would you say that The Rock was the most dynamic character that you played?
Young woman on a mission to save a missing loved one. Desperately trying to stay one step ahead of the shadowy government agents hunting her.
I have to say, when I
agency that took the only
yeah, I definitely do have the stage fright.
On her quest, she is guided by her mysterious alien guardian angel. Her guiding star shows her.
I definitely couldn't do this
she
on
does
stage.
not know what strangeness awaits her as she follows its unwavering
I don't even
light
think I could do
to
this
the
on
small
camera, to be
town
honest.
of Night Springs.
There's something very nice about having
Tonight's
a
dream
jowl-shaped
episode,
barrier between you and I.
North Star.
Warlen Door. Is Warlen a real name?
This is gonna get strange. There's no helping it. The universe is
Oh.
much deeper.
This is what's-her-face, Jesse Faden.
Than people know. My brother and I know. We've seen it.
Good shout, Wolf.
We've seen you. But there are some people, an agency, that doesn't want anyone knowing more than what they see. That's why they took my brother.
Oh, it's in the
And have been
past.
chasing me my whole life. But I can't keep running.
Coffee World's had a bit of a glow-up, it looks like. Join us. Make the world coffee. What does that mean, Coffee World? Actually, Coffee World hasn't had a glow-up, it just looks better at night. Okay, let's find a thing.
You think something here's important? What, the numbers?
238. Yes, this is the Shadow Fox makeover.
I've never been able to track down the government agency that took my brother.
This red and
Until
kind of
now.
teal color
You
palette
helped
is
me
just
find this
gorgeous.
place. Now you'll help me get him back. Right. Hello? Is anybody here?
We'll throw coffee bags at them. More than the sum of its parts. Uncover the mysterious and ineffable essence behind every cup of Dark Triangle's unique roast. Did you know Dark Triangle has the optimal roasting temperature? Hold on. Dark Triangle coffee has an optimal roasting temperature which is greater than the sum of our triangle? So 180 degrees? Yeah, I mean, I was mentioning it earlier. I really don't think that it's that good an argument for it existing, you know?
A roasting bar. This place really makes me want a coffee. But I guess that's the point.
Oh, I didn't see the Australian price. I knew it was going to be a lot, though. I don't see its... I feel like it doesn't have a reason to exist. Because, like, games are pretty good as it is on, like, the PlayStation 5 or the Xbox Series X. So it's... I'm not entirely certain what they're hoping to get out of, like, the PS5 Pro. I mean, yeah, but... I mean, ultimately, a PS5 Pro is going to be a lot cheaper than an equivalently powerful PC. But they're also very different markets, right? First digit of our optimal roasting temperature is half of the second and third digit. Half of the second and the third digit is one less than the one before. The optimal roasting temperature for the Dark Triangle coffee is below 500 degrees Fahrenheit. 500 is the number of light years between Earth and planet X13. Well, that's useful. Become new. Join us. I'm fine. Hell yes, Wolf. Congrats, my man. We love a final exam that goes well. Aha, we can go up here, the back way.
The gazebo? You see...
Oh, it's the sheriff.
Here! Get inside the light! Oh, they don't like the light. You shouldn't be here. How did you even get inside?
Shit, a cop.
Can I take a gun?
I kinda let myself in.
Got more than you bargained for, huh?
What's going on here?
Oh, it's
What are
Coffee
those
Land.
shadow people.
Well, that's
They're
what
just
I'm
people who
gonna
haven't had
try
their
to figure out.
coffee yet.
The government's been putting something in the coffee.
Okay, sorry, the
Turning
opposite.
people into coffee monsters.
The government.
I was on the right track,
Is this the same government agency that's been chasing
but
me
it's
all
because of
these
too
years?
much coffee, not too little.
Something in the coffee is doing this? Really?
Took me a while to wrap my head around it, too. At first, I thought... Well, I don't know what I thought. But now it's clear. This is deep state science.
I'm looking for someone. My brother. Have you seen anybody?
Well, only if you count those monsters. I'm sorry, ma'am. They've been abducting people from Night Springs, too. I'm here to get them back home. But now it's time you left. It's not safe here.
I'm not going anywhere until I find my brother.
Can I take your
I
gun?
respect that. There's a warehouse just past the park. It's locked up tight, has some fancy government security system, but the intercom is busted. I figure that's where they're keeping our missing folks. There's a spare pistol
Thank
and
you.
flashlight on the bench. I'd feel better if you took them.
So would I.
Those monsters don't do well with light.
I'm pressing F.
This should make things easier.
And whatever you do not drink the coffee.
I wouldn't dream it. A Night Under the... Dark Triangle Coffee proudly presents Night Under the Stars. Nights may be cold, but the coffee is hot. This week, Coffee World will only be open at night. Bring your family, friends, and children, anyone you know, for a fun under the stars. Join us. Join the percolation. Have you seen me? Jacob Flemson, 52. Sex, yes. Height, 5'11". Weight, 180 pounds. Last seen hiking in Night Springs National Park. Staff memo, please be aware there have been changes due to new management. Starting immediately, Coffee World will only be open at night. This will allow us to draw in new customers. All staff should be pushing our brand new Dark as the Void blend. On that note, tomorrow we will have a special tasting party for staff. Attendance is mandatory. Please bring your friends. Okay, they seem nice. I think the one thing that doesn't make sense... Oh, wait. Why am I so scatterbrained tonight? The one thing that doesn't make sense is you don't have a
Let's check out that warehouse the sheriff mentioned.
torch holster.
You still with me? Good to hear.
Take that, idiot. I was the idiot.
Why does an amusement park need a welcome center?
Okay, so we're gonna find a VHS.
I don't have time to sit around watching movies anyway.
Hopefully it's a good VHS. Well, I need to... Yeah, I do. I need to basically just bring in the Xbox Series X I have in the living room and play it on that. Because apparently it works quite well on the console, but not so much on the PC. Join the coffee cult. Join me. Join me in the cult. It's just unplayable, basically, on the PC. For whatever reason, the rendering just doesn't work. Hey. Baba booey. Don't know why I said that. Okay, so not that way. Okay, we need to go over there. I mean, 30 FPS isn't the end of the world, right? Wait, why do you want me to come back up here? I shot a guy. Just thought you'd like to know. I don't know if there are. I own it on PC because I pre-ordered it. And that was back in the day where they were very big on pushing... I mean, they still are. On pushing, like, the buy it once, play it anywhere kind of thing. So I got it for both the PC and the Xbox. As well as I think I also got Alan Wake for Xbox as a pre-order bonus. Which is always nice. Trying to get funky with me, huh? That went well for them. Surprise. Pissy Faden. Fastest trigger finger in the West. Or the Pacific Northwest. Welcome back, Cat. We're back at Coffee World. This time at night. And with a different character. We're in Night Springs. Oh, that was wrong. Can we restart then? I got there eventually. So many bullets.
A tasting room?
Well, this was the staff party, I imagine. Seems like a chill hang. Might come back for that later. Is this even more bullets? It is. Okay, we can't leave. Okay, does anyone need the toilet? Nope, okay. Gonna keep on going. But this way this time.
What is this stuff? It smells new.
Oh, fellas. Just smash the mouse button. We don't have to care about ammunition, which is pretty choice, actually. Gaming.
This must be the warehouse. How do
Very
I get
observant,
inside?
Jesse. That's why you're the director and I'm not.
Hi,
I need to get
I
inside.
need to get inside.
I left my wallet in there.
Sorry, I lost it.
Please insert passkey.
Fucking machine.
Passkey invalid. Do you submit to security questions for authorization?
Sure. What's the question?
Please recite the fourth word of Dark Triangle Coffee's mission statement, as seen in our orientation video.
What kind of question is that?
That is incorrect.
Triangle?
That is incorrect.
Okay, is it coffee?
Please recite the fourth word of Dark Triangle Coffee's mission statement, as seen in our orientation video.
Coffee?
That is incorrect.
Okay. Anyone
Guess
see
we need to find that orientation
a
video.
VHS tape around the place? Let me in. No, we don't want that. We need that torch. Oh. By the way, I should have asked this like every stream, but is it bright enough? I am conscious it is a very dark game at night. So it's alright? Okay. VHS tape. VHS tape freeze. Okay, well that's 2 thumbs up. That's enough for your boy. Hi, sir. Have you seen a VHS around the place?
Hey!
The videotape was missing from the Welcome Center. I think the password I need is on it. You haven't seen it, have you?
Yeah, I've seen it. But that tape is chock full of government brainwashing. I watched a bit and it was doing something to me. It's dangerous. You can't watch that tape.
I need that videotape, Sheriff.
Well, this is exactly how they get you. But fine. If you really want it, I hid it in the Ferris wheel, cup number 4. You'll need this key. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Let me at it. Like if I go into, let's go to a dark area. Oh, wait, hold on. What if I do get more batteries and ammunition? I wish there was more of a character in the game. Like I can still see some detail left and right. I can see there's a white barrel or something. Oh, the thing over there, I can see that out of the corner of my eye. I can see the birch trees there. Picket fence there. Jesse obviously in the center. Okay. Okay. Let's come into here real quick. Oh, that's a bit much, isn't it? Yeah, I know. I do just want to make sure it's, you know, the best possible outcome, but that's something I'm going to have to look at later. I knew I should have asked it earlier. Okay, that stopped much quicker than I was worried it might not.
So, you up for a movie?
Yeah, sure, let's go. Movie night! The World Coffee. Can't knock over all of the chairs, which is a little bit unfortunate. Can't knock over the speaker, which is unfortunate too. Alright, everyone get ready to get brainwashed.
Dark Triangle Coffee is a fast-growing company with ambitions to sweep the nation and eventually the globe with our out-of-this-world beverages. Drawn by our coffee's distinctive flavor and our unique beans, people are rushing to join the Dark Triangle movement. The company's mission statement is simple. To drink the truth
There.
is to become
That's what we need.
one.
The password
Our
is
financial
truth.
and spiritual growth
Now
has
we
been
can
accelerating
operate.
at speeds previously
Hey,
unknown
what
to
is-
humanity.
So
Quick,
these-
look away, I can't.
Coffee. No, please, Lloyd. You stopped it. That was awful. Like a voice screaming in my head. But we got what we needed. The fourth word of the mission statement. Truth.
Classic.
Let's get back to that
What was
warehouse.
its name again?
That video
Polaris,
was doing
right?
something to me. If you hadn't been there, what would have happened? What is this agency trying to do here? Control people?
I think it's Polaris.
But why? What's their plan? What if my brother has already been... No. I didn't come all this way to lose him now.
Get a cheeky heal off.
Please recite the fourth word of Dark Triangle Coffee's mission statement, as seen in our orientation video.
Truth.
That is correct. Further verification required. Please recite the optimal roasting temperature for
That's 500 degrees
Triangle
Fahrenheit.
Coffee beans in Fahrenheit.
180?
That is
We didn't have the option because we haven't checked out the welcome center yet. But we read it already because we're overachievers.
I bet I can find the temperature I need at that roasting bar.
The game just
The
doesn't realize we're
optimal roasting
overachievers.
temperature.
What's up? Okay, I think we got him.
I've loitered in enough coffee shops to recognize a roasting machine. Let's check this out.
Angles of a triangle, prime numbers. Optimal roasting temperature, which is greater than the sum of the angles of our triangle. I mean, that's 180. So that's got to be 200, I guess.
This is like being back in school.
The first digit of the optimal roasting temperature is half of the second. And the third digit is one less. Secret is in the roast. Secret is in these nuts. Got him. The optimal roasting temperature is
the
below
temperature
500.
is less than 500.
Oop.
The temperature is more than the sum of our triangle. What does that mean?
So the temperature is half. The first digit of our optimal is half of the second digit, and the third digit is one less than the second digit. And it's got to be more than 180, but less than 500. So it could be like 487.
Yes, that did it.
Crushed it.
487.
We're not gonna get some beans?
Who knew geometry would actually come in handy?
Nothing but net. But I feel like 243 would probably have worked as well.
Please recite the optimal roasting temperature for Dark Triangle Coffee beans in Fahrenheit.
487.
That is
I mean, it can't be because I'm better at maths, because you did crush that maths test.
Oh, come on!
Try the coffee.
I don't wanna...
I don't want to drink your damn coffee.
Try the coffee.
Try the coffee. That's
I mean, it's...
gotta be a problem. I tried the coffee.
You are not coffee. Try the coffee.
Worth a shot.
Let's get some spooky coffee. Where them spooky beans at? Hey, are you the coffee? Rude. Hi, it's me for the coffee.
Here goes nothing.
That's a big tin of
I'm
coffee
trusting
beans.
you. Huh. That wasn't so.
You're in time, Polaris. Drink beans.
Shit. There's definitely something wrong with this coffee.
Maybe it wasn't roasted to the
I
right
knew
temperature.
I could count on you. That fucking door better open now.
Well, let's close this door in the meantime. No, it's the deputy. Or the sheriff, I can't remember what you are, sorry. Are you good, homie?
Are you alright, Sheriff? I heard gunshots.
Yeah, no, I'm fine. I was looking for you when one of those things jumped me. Got a little bit of coffee in my mouth, but I spit it out. Should be fine.
Isn't that one of the deputies?
I figured something out.
Oh yeah, sorry.
What did you figure out? Are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, it's nothing. Those government bastards will never get me. But it's not just the government. There's something else here. I don't know what it is, but it's... You need to get your brother and get out of here as soon as you can. Promise me.
Yeah. I promise, Sheriff.
Good. That's good. I'm just
Getting
gonna
windy,
catch my
huh?
breath here a minute.
Are you sure these were actually like bad guys and not just citizens? Because their bodies didn't disappear. Bodies normally disappear.
Let's go. You have to hurry.
Hi, it's me, Coffee.
Try the coffee.
I tried the coffee.
You are coffee.
We are Coffee.
Your weapons. You may enter. Welcome, coffee.
Thanks for having me, Coffee.
You ready?
That's a lot of coffee.
Glad one of us is.
Oh no!
What the fuck are those things?
Is the mug. The promised mug has been found.
Locked. To keep people out or in.
It's an office. Jesse. I was on the other side of the roasting machine. Teleports behind you. Nice try, kid. Not a fan of having to go through the cutscenes again. That's one thing I don't like about this game.
What the fuck are those things?
Okay, so it's instant death as well. Very cool. Sorry, Jesse, that was my bad. That one. I personally can't wait to give over my weapons again. That's my favorite part of this mission so far. I put away the torch to try and, like, conceal my entrance.
What the fuck are those things?
This time I'm just gonna walk instead of run.
Key.
The warehouse
Probably worth holding on
office.
to.
Oh good, they're both coming towards us. Or towards the door that I want to get into. Okay, so you look back. And we got a blaster in here. Oh, we got a note though. I have done their bidding, repackaged their coffee, brought the people to Coffee World to share in their blessing. They say I'm almost ready. Oh, hell yeah. Almost ready for what though? Like, do you reckon they're getting like a gift voucher or something? Oh, sure, sick.
Don't be rude.
Sheriff? Sheriff! How'd you get in here?
Coffee time is family time. It's the best part of the day.
Hey! Snap out of it!
Coffee solves all your problems.
Well, not all.
It lowers heart disease and leads to higher life expectancy.
Fuck.
It does. It is a diuretic though.
So sorry, Sheriff.
Hey, can I
This
just
is a nightmare.
scooch
I
past
need
real
to
quick?
find my brother.
Enjoy your coffee.
He has to be okay. What the hell? Have you ever seen anything like this?
Hi. It's me, your girl, Jessie.
This isn't the government.
It's my brother? No, it's Alan Wake.
Hello, sister.
Does Alan Wake drink a lot of coffee?
I would like to tell you about a dream I had.
Interesting.
A conspiracy within a conspiracy.
Maybe not the
How can
best
one
episode
expose a
of
lie
Night
when
Springs,
the truth exists beyond our wildest imagination.
but you cannot deny it was an episode of Night
Who
Springs.
can ever truly know how deep The rabbit hole goes in Night Springs.
Damn. Bars, straight up. They could have just used the... I mean, it would be a DMCA nightmare for me, but they could have used the Will Smith rap from the end of Men in Black. I think that would have been just as appropriate.
The bar menu caught my eye.
Manhattan. Shotgun, $19. That's not bad. Turns out the shotgun was free. Any other cupboards that we can open here? Get some more shell. Oh, I keep doing that. I keep hitting tab when I need to control. Yeah.
These are my words. My words, my words, these are my words.
Get fled, idiot. Not super friendly. Wow, from downtown. Try a new Ocean View cocktail. Alright, let's find out how much the Ocean View cocktail costs. That might give us the code. Two 550. Sick. Oh, you can do a pretty good shaka. No notes. Okay, so this was the big, yeah, this is the big skyway. Fellas? I don't know if the Ocean View is the one that changes shape as you go through it, or if this is the one... That was the Ocean View Motel, I think. The room that was connected to everything. I didn't even check, but I'm assuming this is 665.
The room was empty except for the projector. More
And that
games.
light.
Was the film a message waiting to be played?
I don't know, let's find out. It does say play me. If you'd excuse me, Alan, I'm just gonna quickly teleport into the film real quick. He really does have a... It's not quite a mullet, but it is a very nice set of locks. Big night.
In this temple of shadow and mist, there's a window in the floor and a door in the ceiling. There's no knowing, am I standing still, or running, or kneeling?
You're the one who's been calling me.
Thomas Zane?
Indeed. I'm Tom Zane.
Hey.
Welcome to the House of Zane.
The poet. The diver. You look like me. How the hell?
Or maybe you look like me, you handsome devil. The diver was a beloved character I played in one of my films. I'm a filmmaker, a celebrated auteur.
I need answers. Why is Return so important? What?
Alan, you always get worked up like this. Come on, I'll fix you a drink. You and me, Alan. We're in this together. Two artists collaborating, remember? Crafting the keys to our escape. Your magnum opus, Return, and its companion piece, my film. Sharing our life-altering visions, a melding of higher minds. Dreaming up our transcendental work of art. Here, in this room, 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 in this room.
Well, it's definitely a creative session.
I need the clicker. It's Return, but because we return.
Good name.
And that is how the magic happened.
Enough of this bullshit. Alice is in danger. I need another murder site to go further. Back to Parliament Tower. Scratches.
Your wife is safe, back in the real New York.
The actor looks
Scratches
so
need to
different
work
without his
through an
beard.
overlap. Return is the key to escaping the dark place. You need to get it before that freak does. There's a murder site here in the hotel. Let the waves of your writing carry you there.
Hello?
They're all to us. If anyone asks, you were never here.
Thomas Zane had ended our talk in what felt like a paranoid fit. I had what I needed from him. There was another murder site
I had what I
in the
needed
hotel
from him.
to guide me further
sick
toward my
party.
escape. I had to write my way to it.
Alright, I need to be on the other side. Like so.
Whispers from the police radio kept me awake at night. The word through the ether. A murder in the backdrop of a play featuring a murder cult.
Almost
How
poetic.
meta can you get? He said, looking knowingly at the camera. I could sense the cult of the word in this, and their leader, Mr. Scratch. Rumored to be Alan Wake, the writer who'd gone missing years before.
The hotel was a perfect setting for a Casey story. I was on the right path. I would start at the entrance lobby.
You don't want to mix booze, narcotics, and creative desperation.
The entrance hall set the mood, where everyone had come in. The victim, the murderer,
the detective. An idea, clear as a vision, waited for me here.
Okay, some more bullets. I guess it is, but this is the default hair. Where's the black orb? There it is.
So, you were the director of this play?
Yeah, that's me. Our performance of the cult was cursed from the pre-show ritual on. The cult is an immersive theatrical experience.
Damn, old PC.
You're gonna have to walk me through what that means.
Immersive theater. A play where the audience can participate, spread across this hotel. The cult is a legend.
A legend.
The only written copy of the manuscript lost, the play is passed on as oral tradition between theater companies. Each company only performs it once. The play was said to have special power. You were like kids playing with a Ouija board. And when you call for the devil, he will come.
The pre-show ritual. That's it. Set it up. Start from the beginning.
Alright, I'm just gonna let the ads run. I'm gonna run to the bathroom again. We'll be back. I have returned once more successfully, having urinated. Like the hero that I am. Thank you for another one.
Was empty
Another
again.
screenshot.
I needed
And another
new draft,
fantastic
back
review.
at the beginning, but closer to my goal. Layers upon layers. A play about a murder cult, infiltrated by a real murder cult.
It legit does mean so much when, you know, people say that they look forward to the streams. Sometimes I don't even look forward to the streams. Damn, this is a nice bathroom. You could basically sleep in here. Wrong button again. More coffee machines. An empty chest. Ugh. The worst.
The room at the end of the corridor was closed off. It felt significant. Something terrible would happen there.
A pre-show ritual.
The
most
troop
terrible
were busy
of all
building their
things.
own Wicker Man, where they themselves would be sacrificed. The prop room had been changed from room 104 to room 225.
Hi. One oh four. Room key. Ooh, red. Spooky. Champagan, anyone? Doesn't make a huge amount of sense. But I like it. It might, or it could make you better. Room 101.
I couldn't get in. I was missing something.
I was missing something. Where are the other drugs going? Streamer advocates scientific experimentation. Okay, so what's up, idiot?
Words.
I want to reload. Oh, no! Why am I stuck here? Oh, well, I was saved by the fact that this door opened, so that's a plus.
Can't take the words.
No! Hey, look, it's me, but dead. Oh, look, I'm Alan Wake. I'm typing.
Alan Wake.
What's up?
Secret words. The darkness inside. Alan Wake. Alan Wake. Wake. The story will eat you alive.
Good punch. They did well to punch through the door and hit the hat rack behind it. Very good hustle. Again, a big old box of nothing. Hi.
Wait.
On the toilet. I can off
I had
pre-show
to meet
ritual?
the scene, to see and understand it, in order to change it.
I gotta find the other scene? Oh, I guess I need to head back here. If I go back out... Fellas? Let's pretend I wasn't there. So are these stairs open? Yet.
It could not be opened on this side.
I noticed that much too. I think it's past you, Alan, huh? Okay, so this takes us downstairs, so we'll go through here. I would never, says Aussie Fops. Nuh-uh, says Aussie Fops. Hi. And there was an investigation thing in here? Check this out, right?
The ballroom was where the pre-show ritual was held.
Okay, that's what we need to do. So where the ballroom is... Ballroom is upstairs, behind those fellas, down that corridor. That's where we gotta go. To that bathroom that takes you upstairs. Which one was it again? Where's the bathroom that takes you upstairs? Here's the bathroom that takes you upstairs. Now you're chill. You're not chill.
It never was your story. You lost the plot.
Up. Just passing through.
The ballroom would be the stage of a key scene in the play.
I mean, yeah. That's... I mentioned before that last time I went up... Not this year, but the year before when I went up to the Blue Mountains, I went out and did some photography at night of, like, the galaxy and stuff. And yeah, I had a similar thing where it was just really windy, and it's not like I was seeing things, but I was just thinking that Well, there could be things out there. No, not the final scene. The ballroom. Quick, get behind the bar. Let's take some of the money. Schedule. Moved to room 202. Move to room 202. Keep the mask on, make it weird. What are we looking at? Arrow? Oh. No, wait, I just look at it, right? Word of power found. Words of stuff! Adds one charge, expands by one row, marks all nearby resources and points of interest on Wake's map. That could be very useful, actually. Thank you, words of stuff. Very cool. For example, we now know there was a container over here, which is inaccessible, at least from this side. And also from this side, very useful. Thank you, Alan Wake. I put on the mask. We also know there's a container over here. Where? I don't know. Up. This name, don't wear it out.
Go on forever.
Hold on a second, that door doesn't lead into that room. That leads into that wall. Casper darling, what's good? You were trying to interrupt my Casper darling viewing session. Let's just close that door. Pretty old-timey phone. You can smoke in here? And you've got a Newton's cradle? With one gold ball? This place is everything! Except anything especially useful.
It was locked from the other side.
Look, I would like a bath if I could fit in it. I haven't really tried many recently, but it is uncommon for me to be able to fit in a bath. I'm not a huge fan of that. Ideally, it would be like a mixed
This
one.
is where they gathered before the play. This is where it began.
Like a mixed, you know, shadow with a shower with a bath with a shower over top. A shower with a bath on top would just be stupid.
Why set up a play in a hotel? Why this hotel?
Because the rent is cheap? No. The ocean view was perfect for this. It's said to be haunted. Dark stories about murder, death, suicide. Supposedly,
That's a lot of lights in
actual
the ceiling, I
cult
just noticed.
once performed an unspeakable ritual to summon something in the ballroom.
Summon these nuts.
Did we summon the same thing? Tapped into something horrifying? It seemed like it was part of the play, but it wasn't. Does that sound crazy?
A little bit.
You don't want to ask me about crazy, kid.
A haunted
Not
hotel.
hearing a no.
Yes. That's a trope for a reason.
Let's get spooky. Yeah, it's pretty spooky. It did really do a number on the parquetry floor though. The symbol's more accurate to the overlap though. Howdy. There we is. Okay, we probably want to go back to the ballroom. Oh, I can't go through here. Who's humming? Can I go up these stairs? Damn, it's a solid curtain. Huck's jail.
It's getting real, all right. I recognized my writer's room on the stage. I almost dreaded the ideas this would conjure up.
Let me at it. I can see the container. I can see the prompt button. Okay, there's that orb, and there's a dark orb over there. Take it away, Casey.
You got here. Nice set you got here. What was the scene in this room?
Well, this is what we call the writer's room. In the play, it's where the devil rewrites reality whilst God is asleep. The devil was our star role. I got a big-time celebrity to play him, and he was method acting the role to perfection. He never broke character, always wore the cult mask. His name was scratched out on the posters.
Mm-hmm. And who was this mystery celebrity?
Oprah Winfrey.
Alan Wake?
I wish I could tell you, but turns out there were masks upon masks. Whoever he really was, shit got weird when he was around.
But how do you know he's a celebrity then?
He'd actually hired the devil to play himself.
Mr. Scratch is the devil. He was born to play the role.
Godspeed, Shadow. Get that food safely to the Tesco customers. Oh wait, did I miss some more of the... Did I leave early? Sorry to cut you off like that, Casey.
Nice set you got here.
Gosh darn it!
What was the scene in this room?
Well, this is what we call the writer's room. In the play, it...
Wake.
Through this, so it's actually best to take the light out of that. And not press that button. I've already done that echo. Or maybe we just haven't played it to completion. I keep leaving early. Back we go. Alright, Casey, this time I won't interrupt you.
Nice set you got here. What was the scene in this room?
Well, this is what we call the writer's room. In the play, it's where the devil rewrites reality whilst God is asleep. The devil
Wait,
was
wasn't
our star
the
role. I got a big
the
time
black fellow
celebrity
from the
to play
beginning,
him.
whose girlfriend was
He
the
method acting
podcaster?
the role to perfection.
Wasn't he a playwright?
He never broke character, always wore the cult mask. His name was scratched out on the posters.
And who was this mystery celebrity? Let me guess. Alan Wake?
I wish I could tell you. But turns out there were masks upon masks. Whoever he really was, shit got weird when he was around. Some of the crew joked that we'd actually hired the devil to play himself.
Mr. Scratch is the devil. He was born to play the role.
I had
There we
to
go.
agree with Casey on that.
Just had to wait a little bit longer. Wrong one. Right one. The Devil.
This thread would create something terrible in the scene, but it's what the story needed. This is not my writing. This is Scratch mocking me.
In this room, he will hurt her. Damn. Damn. Hi. Nice of you all to come out tonight. Got a lot of flares. Could always make use of one. Rude.
These monsters, you don't have a clue. Why in my story?
Wait, you scratch?
The darkness is coming.
It was using darkness as a weapon.
Sworn I reloaded that.
The words.
Damn, that had a good effect. Deed is done. I meant to break out the bandages, not the pills, but, you know. A heal's a heal, I guess. Even if it is accidental. Another cheeky quick save. Oh wow.
I needed to find the key.
Room 101 would be downstairs, I would imagine. 219. Okay, that's the other side. Where's the toilet room? Here's the toilet room. Hi, friend. Room 105, 104. Room 101.
I just want to say.
They say down to the bottom of this ocean, I catch them. Visions, echoes, big fish. Some are actual events, some are forgotten ideas. No, it's good. No, it will work. They're my inspiration, elements for my story to make it more true, even the parts that are true. I must change reality to escape. The writing has to be just right, or else it'll all just wash away.
Okay. Seems like it's a tough job. Are we making drugs? I don't not be making drugs. Signal flares. Okay. Well. First things first. Let's heal up. We might as well use this. There's a big 2-slotter. We've got some signal flare ammunition. Okay, there we go. Follow the devil's trail. What if we change this to also being perhaps haunted?
You can't stop this story.
Okay, that doesn't change this. There's a lot of water on the ground there. What if we do the devil?
My right, the devil's path up the staircase was drained with blood.
Up.
There's no one. That story will eat you alive.
I can't dodge anymore, but I can smack him in the head. Got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Good meme, fantastic meme. How you doing? Just gonna sneak through there.
I felt the presence of a new idea here.
It's called an elevator. Oh, these are ideas. I didn't actually know that. Oopsie poopsies.
Mr. Scratch, if that's who the actor playing the devil was, had stayed in the hotel. Asking around at reception got me a room number. 666. He had requested that room, specifically. The devil had a sense of humor. Or he really didn't. It was funny either way. According to the director, the actor hadn't mingled with the rest of the cast. He had only come out for the play. And always in character.
Okay, I guess we gotta find room 666. Is this way? 671, 670. 667. Six. Don't get up, guys. I'll get the door myself. Ah, surprising.
Scratch had been here. I could sense his presence lingering in the room.
Just gonna stay out of the center of that. Just
I was about to have another killer idea.
Oh, it's so dark. Get me back to the surface.
The murder. Okay, let's talk about the murder victim.
Murder
The lady
victim.
who was killed in the climax of the play.
The leading lady. Oh, it was an honor to get to work with her. A grand dame for sure.
Dame.
She went back a long time. Kept insisting she had seen the long-lost original script of the play. She'd been with this mysterious writer, his muse.
Oh, what's her face?
That was her role in the play.
Barbara Jagger.
The muse.
She was staying in room 108, where the murder happened.
The set of the final scene, right. The devil comes, an unstoppable force crashing through the hotel through each scene, executed with devastating mastery. And all leading up to him meeting his muse. It turns out he knew her. He had only joined the play to get to her.
To murder her.
You again.
Okay, bit of pace in order.
Shit. Get away!
Guess we're running this way now.
Get the fuck away from me!
I had to reach the light ahead to hide from the dark presence.
The light of coffee.
I made it.
The dark presence had come for me. Drawn to the story I was writing as it grew darker.
Wait, is this the front door?
The muse was the murder victim. The final
No.
scene took
Yes.
place in room 108.
Climax.
Dick asking too many freaking questions. And I've had enough of that freaking
Come on.
Dick asking too many freaking questions.
There's a perfect eclipse in here somewhere.
Had enough of that freaking gumshoe. I've had enough of that freaking gumshoe dick asking too many freaking questions.
That's rude.
Not letting us proper police take care of it.
This is our chance to make the powers that be happy. We'll be set for life. Part of the inner circle.
Well, amen to that, partner. I like it. And so will the fraternity, the club, the word.
The word.
Our dear friends with many names. The way I see it, it was a lone nut job. A junkie out of his mind on some fancy new designer drug.
Open and shut case. All we gotta do now is dump the evidence from room 108 in the usual place in the alley.
Not the usual place.
Wake.
113 to 107? Yeah. We're in 108. We might as well have a look at all of them. Haunted. What if we get spooky up in here? I mean, it's kind of spooky. What if we get evil up in here? Getting closer to the door. What if we get climactic up in here?
The scene changed with the story.
It's a pretty pimping room. Oh, this is connecting to that overlap where we went to get Tor. In motion in his room, he will hurt her here. In hers, he is caught. His story ends. Her story does not. This is the ritual to lead. Lost on the shore between the forest and the ocean, the owl and the deer reflected in motion. In his room, he will hurt her. In hers, he is caught. His story ends. Her story does not. This is the ritual to lead you on. Your friend will meet him when you are gone. As in other words, Dr. Scratch. Dr. Scratch. Mr. Scratch. Let's not give him a, station above the one that he's on.
This was the murder site. There was a record at the bottom of the bathtub, beneath the body.
Excuse me, miss.
Another step. Somehow I was closer to home. Closer than ever before.
It's you again. The FBI agent. Saga Anderson. I'm closer now. I can feel it. You helped me get closer to escaping.
Wake? Are I still trapped? Yeah, the clicker. We can...
You know about the clicker? It can help us. I destroyed the dark presence with it last time. You can help. You can find it. You must find it.
I can get it to you. I have to understand. Did you write the story?
Alice is in danger. I have to stop Scratch. I have to find Return. I need to get back to my apartment. I'm writing a story to get through. Initiation. It's the only way.
The story. You can do that. You can write out...
It lasted only for a moment, like two planets passing in
Very
orbit.
interesting hearing the different
Saga
sides.
Anderson was helping me.
Because there was a lot more
Helping me
Logan
go
on the other
deeper,
one.
Closer to escape, somehow. I had to trust her. Parliament Tower. I had to get back to my apartment, my study. I had to find the manuscript of Return.
End of part. Part has concluded. Wait, check the map. Yeah, this is a really long corridor. Nah, let's dip. By dip, I of course mean go out, or not back to the path. It is a crime scene after all. We gotta keep it secure. See you guys. There's a little bit of a loading judder, but otherwise it was pretty seamless.
Parliament Tower was here, again. Zane said the manuscript of Return was the key to escaping. I had to get it before Scratch did.
Dark place. That's right, that's Alice's exhibition, isn't it? Let's swing past the fire, make sure it's not ringing. These are pretty bougie elevators. Damn, this is a nice elevator. Nice little Art Deco details around the top.
Go to hell!
I prefer not to. Is that a hose? Gonna check the computer. Hi Alice. Everything good with you back home? Just checking in. Tried to call. Oop. But you are probably just deep in your creative process. I know how artists get when they're in the middle of your projects. Everything else disappears. If you call back and can't reach me, I'm still doing whatever it is an executive producer is supposed to do. Still a mystery to me. Oh, and if you want me to help with anything business related to your exhibition, just say the word. Your pal Barry. Hey, Al's sharks are circling. They now want to turn what happened to Al into a movie or a TV show, or get this, a flipping video game. I told them to flip off. Also, in case you hear from someone else, a true crime writer named Tammy Booker is working on a book about Al. I hunted down her publisher and told them we'll sue. Don't worry, I've got it covered. Your pal, Barry. Checking ears because I haven't heard from you. Everything good back there? I've been trapped in non-stop meetings with no breaks. Open kimono. I've considered peeing in a mug, and lunches be damned. How these people ever get a movie made when all they do is sit in a meeting is beyond me. You're gonna think I've been replaced by an evil double, but I've joined a cult and I love it. Joking about it being a cult, kind of. Blessed wellness retreat. Working with Al or the Andersons was tough sometimes, but these movie biz types are insane. My stress levels were through the roof, but then I was tipped off about the retreat. Best decision I ever made. I have never felt this good, well, healthy. The guy who runs this place, Chester, is a miracle worker. Not in a wacko way. You might think I'm full of it, but I've lost a ton of weight. You wouldn't recognize me. Chester says I'm lucky to have ended up here, that something bad would have happened to me if I'd stayed in New York. I believe him. I wasn't feeling great after everything that happened, especially after those FBC creepos wanted to chat with me. Enough to turn anyone into a conspiracy nut. I hope you're good over there. Come visit any time. West Coast is not as bad as I made it sound in earlier emails. I'm more fish out of water in Hollywood than I've ever was in the Pacific Northwest wilderness. These yuppies with their glow-in-the-dark teeth couldn't be more fake if they had 6 fingers. Everything is so flipping great all the time when it is in fact the opposite. More than once I've thrown up in my mouth during meetings with these movie execs. But I gotta be here to look after Al's legacy. Everyone wants to gobble up the film rights for the Casey books. They have moronic ideas of what to do with them. It's my duty to herd this horde of 10 zombies into the general direction of something resembling good taste. I'm painfully aware of how deeply Al would have hated adaptations if they didn't do justice to his vision. He was a master of hating things deeply, for good reasons. I mean, that's why we loved him so much, right? Anyway, I've got to hop on another video call now to talk about casting. Your pal, Barry. I was going to say Al, but Al is me, and I am missing.
For months after Ellen died, I didn't leave the apartment. I was flattened by the confusion, shock, the guilt, fear. I could barely get out of bed.
Same.
Barry Wheeler started visiting. He even cooked me meals. I couldn't stand the guy when I first met him, but he's a better friend than I gave him credit for.
Well, at least they made
He
up.
still checks in. Even after he moved out west.
Because as she
Alice's
said,
work had consumed the apartment.
they were not
Her
fans
whole
of each
life.
other. Need to show the truth on all screens. Part 3, the search. Clarity is purpose. Part 4, the realization. Purpose is strength. Ooh la la.
One morning, I saw a deer soar past my bedroom window. It was a balloon of some cartoon animal. And I looked out at the street below, and I saw a little girl crying. Like losing that balloon had just ended her whole world.
Because it had.
It was the perfect image of the horror of caring. And that's when I got myself out of bed. And I picked up my camera.
That is okay, inadequate. Lurking is more than acceptable. Do not apologize. Or do not feel the need to apologize. You gotta earn that cash money.
There was something in the dark. Something I needed to see, to show.
Is it these nuts?
The more shadows I photographed and filmed, the more I felt like I was on the verge of a breakthrough. I submerged myself in it. I only went out at night. My search became obsessive, but I still had no idea what I was looking for.
Search. Clarity is purpose. Take your word for it.
There's a world hidden behind ours. A dark tide ebbing and flowing against reality. Faces in the shadows. Fear of the dark is really just fear of what could be, that vast, paralyzing ocean. But photography can freeze reality in a snapshot.
Indeed.
Put a cage around the infinite and capture it.
I agree, Alice. On all parts.
I need to prove those faces are really there.
Well, not so much that part. Reach.
The full manuscript of a novel. Return. A horror story about the dark presence escaping from the dark place, taking over Bright Falls. I couldn't remember writing it. I had not written it. I would never write this. I knew who had. Scratch. A monster with my face. If this story came true, Scratch would get out, people would die. Destroying the manuscript, it wouldn't stop it from happening. I would have to fix it, edit it. I could not change the genre of the story. I'd have to work within the constraints set by Scratch.
That's why there's so many edits for those pages.
Saga Anderson. I kept seeing her in my visions. She was already in Bright Falls, already involved, but she was not in return. Not yet. I'd write her in. Try to stop Scratch within the limits of the horror story. It was almost impossible. It was taking too long. I had not reached the end.
Oh. Well. Why is there a cursor on the screen?
Scratch stopped me before I could finish my edits to the manuscript. The memory of my edits was already fading. Terrible things would happen if the manuscript came true. Scratch was there, at Parliament Tower, undoing my work. He could use the story to escape. He could go after Alice. I needed a new draft of the story. Zane had said we worked on Return together. That was a lie. Scratch wrote Return. I would pay Zane another visit. He had guided me to 2 murder sites. I needed a new one to get back to Parliament Tower. A new draft of Initiation.
Once more. We've got 3 minutes till ads. I'm just gonna run the ads now real quick. And then we'll do this. Okay. Let's get back into it. And a quick save. Let's go back on the talk show. Particularly the shovel today. Who's the host? That's still Mr. Door.
I don't have time for this, so let's get over with. Tell me, was this all fake? A show?
No one said otherwise, Mr. Wake. It was to indulge you, but we can stop pretending now.
Masks come off.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I don't even think you know who's under your mask, but you know how to make things difficult for yourself. All these rules, endless, convoluted loops you insist on going through. You are so lucky, you know. There are so many people helping you. Armies of people. Myself. Your wife.
Your wife?
Alice. I need to get to her. She's in danger.
She is. Because of you. And so is someone important to me, someone you pulled into this. You keep opening doors. Peeking in. Reaching through to get what you want, and that puts you in my path.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have to go now.
Maybe you will make it through this time. This has gone on long enough. This and our Night Springs. It was a nice distraction.
It's time someone gave me a straight answer here.
The next time we meet, the circumstances will be very different. And you would do well to return the favor by playing your part. Or stay out of my way, Mr. Wake.
Whatever you say.
I wish that the light flicked off and then it just wasn't there.
Door, Zane, the masks were finally coming off. Was it a sign I was closer to escaping? I had no time to waste.
We can't go that way. Many worlds. Oh yeah, we've been here before. Quick to the exit.
Wake.
Artie!
Hurry, Tom. Here is the light at the end of the tunnel.
Jumalauta, that held you close, Tom. Mutta go onward, set the granny in the snow. When the panic is biggest, the help is also near.
Door didn't seem happy to see me this time.
Fearing the master is the root of wisdom. But don't let the game get you down. He's playing his role. Maybe put him in your films, Tom. Like you have put me. Herkele, sehän oliski.
What films?
I'm a fan of your masterworks. There is Tom the Poet, my favorite. And Yöten Yö is the most famous one, of course. And is it true what I hear? that it's coming back to cinemas soon. Is there a bottom to this rumor?
I need to get back to my apartment. Can you help me?
Well, plan is half done. You asked me to make sure you won't forget mikä se valokuva oli? The light pictures. The photos you artist wife took. They are waiting in the shoebox in the basement. What you leave behind, you find in front of you.
Okay. Thanks, Adi.
Basement isn't this way, is it? Ah, it is. Hello, basement. It's me, your boy, Alan. Did you see it last time? Yeah.
I would find Alice's photos in a shoebox.
Yeah, we gotta switch it over.
These were Alice's photos. I recognized the style. One showed the clicker sinking into darkness. The other showed a light in the shape of a bullet. They were important, even if I didn't know what to do with them yet.
Okay, talk shows studio. That's not an improvement. Out of here. Thanks for the help, buddy. We have a map of this place? We do. It's the basement shortcut. So what we want to do is go out here. Into there. Oh, wait, no, hold on. We need to go down to the basement again. Sorry. Give it the good work, Artie. Okay, now we're down here. I think we're over here. Oh, I pressed T to turn on the torch, and that was a bad idea, apparently. End of part.
I'm drowning. I'm drowning. No way out. There's no way out. It's deeper, deeper, deeper. This is hell. I'm in hell. I died. I wish I was dead. Let me die. I just want to sleep, please. Let me sleep. I'm so tired. I just want to go home. I've written so much. I write. There's nothing left. It's all gone. I I don't know how to write. All the words are gone. There's no more words. Where did they go? Did I eat the words? I don't recognize these words. Who are the words moving? Oh, this is familiar. Oh, why is this familiar? I've been here before. Have I said this before? I've read this somewhere. Where am I? Who am I? Alan Wake. Wake? That's a strange name, eh? Wake? That sounds like a character's name. I write that name up. I make that name up. I don't want to be a character. I don't want to be the story. Just write me out of the story. Ram these words down your throat. Make you choke on these words. Oh, I know the words. Secret words. You can't take the words. I eat the words. These are my words. Stop using the words. The words. I call it the word. This isn't your story. It never was your story. The story is a monster.
It's safe to say that Alan's having a pretty good time.
This is coming. The darkness inside. This is my story. You're in my story. Get out of my story. You are a character in my story. You can't stop the story. This story will go on forever. There's no escape. You will never escape. You will drown here. You're stuck in a loop. You don't have a clue. You're lost. You lost the plot. I'll show you.
I have to say, it's a grand old time.
To get to Parliament Tower, I needed to find a murder site. Zane would know where to find one.
Inside this messy maze of blood trails I was chasing the cult through, I ran into the filmmaker, Thomas Zane, an esoteric bohemian with a hard-on for acts of cruelty performed in the name of occult nonsense. A director wants to control every aspect of the world in their films. Is a cult leader any different? Was Zane just another alias for Scratch? There was a rumor that Wake and Zane had been working on something together. I was going to get the truth out of Zane with whatever means necessary.
It's not ringing. I want to see what that question mark is about. Is it hot dogs? No, it's not the hot dogs. Who's the words of power? Increases maximum health, increases the maximum amount of health stored in safe havens by 30%. That might be useful. There's another one over there. There's one over here as well. One over there. I get real Gotham vibes from this kind of city diorama, I guess it was something. Snapshot. Yeah, keep on track. It's probably upstairs, huh? Yes. Over here. Words of aid. Increases hand flare area of effect by 13%. Increases pain. Duration of painkillers by 1 second. I guess that increases the amount that they heal. Increases the effectiveness of trauma pads. I think we've got the most of those currently. Let's hit up the Ocean View Hotel again.
Had I chosen to pursue the cult, or had they chosen me for some unknowable purpose?
Good question.
To be a demon, to sort the clues based on my interpretation, to change that which I observed. It was all a play. Shadows on the wall of a cave, an echo of the true events that happened somewhere else. Was I there to watch the shadows, or was I a shadow too? In a performance set up for someone else.
Hope we can get inside the normal way. What do you
Zane's
mean?
room, 665, was upstairs. The elevator would take me there.
What do you mean I show you in a video? But thank you for the hydrate. I am due for a drink. I can assure you I drink normally, I don't just kind of press it to my face. Maybe we do the Night Springs episode? And call it a night after we finish this up. Assuming it's quick. Okay. I'll check it. Hey, door.
We often look back and wonder, what if? What if the path not taken had in fact been our charted course? Would we be happier? Or are we, with our set of choices behind us, the lucky ones? And what if nothing would be different? What if, for some of us, our destiny across the endless number of versions of ourselves has been defined and locked beyond any causality of circumstance?
I already own
Beyond
the crew too,
forces of
Wrench.
any one reality, but across
So I should have a look
all
at the
one
season
man,
pass or whatever and see
the
what that's
magnetic pull of
going
destiny
for.
is so great it breaks time and space. We join this lone operative, many versions of him, in fact.
I think I've
as he
played the
chases
crew
his
too
nemesis, a dangerous
a
being
couple of
known
times
as
on the channel, maybe
Master of many
once or
worlds.
twice.
Across the multiverse,
A while ago now, though.
across the many versions of a city that is always the same, yet always different.
At least a year ago.
Night Springs.
It's not a bad game by any stretch.
Tonight's
It doesn't
reality-bending
quite
episode.
handle as well as. Oh, excuse me. It doesn't quite handle as well as Horizon.
No matter how many parallel realities I need to brave, how many lives,
That's the sheriff.
how many versions of me it takes, I will stop him. And I will
I
come
can't
back
remember
for
any,
you,
no.
my love.
And cut. Everyone, take 5.
I think it was all pretty. At least on my computer. Back then, it all ran pretty well.
Was that okay?
Thank you.
I mean, I can do more. I can do less.
Yes, yes, yes. Sean, I'm really happy. Let's talk. I love your instinct on this, but we can still push this further. Immerse ourselves into this story. Believe in it. Make it crazier, wilder. Ba, 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 da, da, da.
Yeah, it is. I'm not sure what to think of it because that is also always online.
You wanted to talk? It's awesome to be doing this with you again, Sam.
Sean, it's so good to have you back.
This is very
We've been
meta.
dreaming about this for so long, and now finally we are making Timebreaker, the video game. It's happening.
Yeah, and FMV as well. That's so cool.
Of course. That was part of the previous game as well.
I'd like to talk about my character, just get deeper into the lore.
Hey, I could
They've
talk
also been
about
having some
this
pretty
for
radical
days.
server issues, apparently.
He's a multiversal agent. Goes by many names as there are many versions of him. Breaker, Branch, others. He's searching for his lost love while his ruthless nemesis,
Poison Pill
Door,
Entertainment,
the
since
master of
1995,
many
Night
worlds,
Spring City.
is murdering versions of him across parallel realities. He must track down and stop Door.
26th of this month, so like 15 days
You've
away.
done cool superhero roles in the past. Long term, the agent will grow into the ultimate iconic superhero.
Oh, that's awesome.
Let's go to the multiverse.
Clearly have your own vision of the multiverse.
The right vision, the truth, it's all out there. That's where these ideas and inspirations come from. They seep through. Somewhere this here, us talking, is part of the video game, and another version of you is playing it. Somewhere, your
This must be what he
character,
actually sounds like, with this
agent,
like
is
hint
real,
of a Finnish
and
accent.
He could appear here through a portal anytime now.
Right. Yeah, right, Sam. You are a maniac, man. Totally. So, the Vortex and the Gadget. Sorry, I keep forgetting its name. There's just so many acronyms here. But it helps me travel through realities?
Acronyms are cool, right? Like tiny mysteries. You power up your PRS, Polyhedron Reality Shifter, with a SEN Shifter Energy Node to activate a LumiVista TV and ride the vortex between realities. It's all REC, Ripple Effect Corporation tech. And you have a gun and a TPS, Timebreaker Solidifier, to defend yourself.
Right, yeah. Okay. So, what do we shoot next?
We need to set up for the next scene, where your nemesis pulls you into a parallel reality. You can go to your green room, chill out, learn the lines. I left the latest draft of the screenplay for you there. See you in a bit.
Cool. Can't wait.
Sam, may I say you look really nice in that three-piece suit?
Sometimes it's hard to tell if Sam's joking. That deadpan Finnish humor. And a reputation of being a bit out there. I picked up a weird vibe when he talked about the multiverse.
The big production by Poison Pill. They clearly got some big money behind them for this one.
No! This is your end.
What the fuck was that? Hello? What the fuck is this? I thought I'd gone mad. Then I realized Sam was playing a crazy prank on me. There's no way this was real.
Suddenly, psychedelic colors flare through the doorway. Branch, OC in the room. Fierce panic shout. No! Door. OC in the OC in the room. What's that? Over. OC. OS in the room. Over screen. Overheard. This is your end. A loud struggle can be heard from the room. Over. OS. Spooked, disbelieving. What the flip? Careful. Hello? Interior, green room, day. The actor steps into the room, a body sits against the floor. It's the actor's double, a trail of blood leading to the wall. At his feet lies a gun, a sci-fi, flashlight, TPS, and the scepter like PRS. What the flip is this? Shocked to the point of hysterics. Actor VO, I thought I'd gone mad, then I realized Sam was playing a crazy prank on me. Screenwriter lies on the floor, the title page. Timebreaker, written by Sam Lake. Poison Pill logo is visible on the page. PP logo is visible on the page. Another page of the Screenplay is also visible. It's 1-to-1 this page here. If the player investigates the page. Confused? Huh, what is this?
I had to admire how real the body and the props looked.
So we got another one of you, huh? Too late again.
Excuse me? No, this is just, it's a prank. It's just a prank.
Wait,
Wow, this really is a...
Shit. You're not Branch. Oh, no, 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 no.
This is just like all of the Alan Wake's, all of the Remedy games coming together. They just need
There are things you need to know. You are in great
Max
danger.
Payne
You must
somehow
do
in this.
exactly what I tell you.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
with my hair.
I blanked out and I was suddenly someplace else. I'd had gaps in my memory before. But
Got a 9-round
that's
revolver,
the movie
that's
star
weird.
lifestyle for you. This was something else entirely. The last thing I remembered was the red-headed woman at the door. She looked familiar. She was trying to tell me something, and then it went dark. It felt like a dream.
Think, man. I need to get out of here.
A psychotic episode? Or was the multiverse true after all? Did Sam do this? An elaborate hoax?
This is a hell of a hoax by
Method
Sam.
acting reality show. It had gone way too far.
Okay. Yeah, let's go with that. Act like this is true. Okay? I'm an actor. I can do this. And once it's over, we'll have a good laugh. And then I will punch Sam in the face.
Good plan. Wait, I think we're at Colton Lake. What was that? Yeah, I recognize this bridge.
What had Sam said? I needed to find an energy node and use this rod thing with it, the PRS, was it? And look for some kind of TV to get the hell out of here.
No. Door's coming. He knows where I am.
What was that?
He's coming. He knows about the trailer. I need to hide the energy. I need to get it away from the trailer. Away from the TV. No, can't. No. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I wasn't certain this was a prank anymore. I heard a voice in my head. It sounded like me. Insanely, I heard the thoughts of another version of me. The one living here. The trailer was his. I'd check it out. Don't think. Just act.
The red-headed woman, I must find her again. I know her. Disappear off the grid, we're connected in our dreams. Lisa, Elise, Jesse, Elsbeth, Liz, Savage, Dylan, I hear their thoughts when they die. The wreck conspiracy, don't wipe. Why the acronyms? What are they hiding? Am I the chosen one? I must be careful, find a way to break through. Killing us, not dead, something worse, broken. Because one of us is the chosen one, who can stop him, replace him? Wreck, Agent Branch, Timebreaker, James S., you're paranoid and nutcase? Door, me, another me, someone else? Who wrote this? String theory, multiverse? Why is he after me? After us? He is coming. Polyhedrons are... Oh, where's the rest of that? Who is the master of many worlds? Darling's book. He's pulling the strings. I must hide from Darling? Casper Darling? You are here. Oh, that's less useful than you think it is. Oh, you're still reading about UFOs. Good to know. Weird bath.
The Luma Vista TV. According to what Sam had said, I needed the energy node. The other me had hidden it away from this trailer.
Okay, it doesn't look like there's a front door. Or maybe this is the front door more accurately.
Okay, I hit it. It's safe. It's safe. The creek's deep in the forest, all the way in the waterfall. It's safe. Now get the fuck away from here before Door zeroes in on me. I'll make it. I'm the chosen one out of all the versions. Me. Yes. Yes!
He's hidden the energy node at the creek in the forest. I have to find it.
This is a very... It almost makes me wish they had just like an anthology game like this. Where it was just a bunch of these kind of things. That could be really tight. Creek near the waterfall, he said. That's probably this way.
Okay, I found the creek. So, where's the energy node?
Huh? This way then. There's the waterfall. Also, I've been like in the time or the multiverse, whatever, for a long time. My beard is long. That might be it there.
There. The PRS was charged now. I had to get back to the trailer and the TV. Oh shit. Oh shit.
You can't escape. Everywhere.
Fuck this shit.
Batch is that?
I thought it was just the plot of the video game. But it was all real. Door, the master of many worlds, was murdering versions of the agent. Played by me. What the hell?
The door is locked!
It's all true. It's no hoax. No video game. It's really happening. I was lost in the multiverse. I had to become the role to survive. Be the agent. I had to get back to the trailer and
truly
TV.
is method acting.
Use my PRS on it. Dora would be coming for me next. I didn't want to face him. Fuck that. But I couldn't shake the feeling that it was inevitable. Use the PRS, the polyhedron reality shifter on the TV, to get out of here. I felt a strange pull from the vortex on the screen. I was afraid that wherever it would take me.
Ooh, Noir.
No. Oh, no.
Welcome to Night Springs City Ocean View Hotel. Enjoy your stay. Sorry, I just felt the need to be a transatlantic accented individual. You can't say it doesn't feel appropriate given the black and white. Entertainment, tango, coffee. Why are they different times? Okay, they've still got computers, so it's not actually that old-timey. It's always the right time to visit Night Springs Ocean View Hotel.
When what I needed was there.
It's in our morning lobby for the never-ending breakfast buffet. For everyone have a delicious signature cocktail, stop by the 6 o'clock lobby where the cocktail hour is always in full swing. Just follow the clocks to the time of your choice. The Ocean View Hotel, the right time is only a door away. Maybe this is the Ocean View Motel or whatever from Control. What do we want? We want... No, we don't want that. Let's go for lunch, I guess. Noon.
More multiverse science babble. It gave me the creeps.
Nightview Springs, Ocean View, Hotel, Reality Bleed Zone, Cross-Dimensional Anomaly, no trespassing, authorized rec personnel only.
The clocks showed the way. They'd guide me through to get what I needed.
Yeah, we want the entertainment lobby, I guess, which is noon.
Okay, you got this. Find another node, another TV. A Luma Vista TV. I just needed energy to power it.
Luma Vista TV.
I couldn't hear the thoughts of the other me. The one native to this reality.
Tango lobby.
Maybe Door had killed him already. Not a happy thought.
You reckon that's like Tango Dance? Yeah, it is. Entertainment lobby and the coffee lobby. That's the coffee lobby. Guess we keep going straight ahead. Do we want the coffee lobby? Yes, we do.
The PRS was charged up. Now I find my way back to the TV. When I used the TV to travel between realities, I was thinking of Door. And the vortex brought me here, where the time breakers attacked me.
That's where I reckon the TV would be. TV's entertainment, right? Oh, there it is.
This time, a different
tactic. This time a different tactic.
She knew things. If I could find my way.
This time I thought about the redhead woman. Ah, the red hair. I thought about the movie Brave. Ooh.
Something was different. A strange feeling. Still, yet moving. Like frozen snapshots on a sequential path. And yet, thoughts flowing free. Like text read out loud. It's you. I made it.
Door pulled you away. Thought you were gone, for sure.
I focused on you when I entered the vortex. I was trying to reach you.
You are full of surprises. Okay. Let's try this out. Welcome to the headquarters of the Ripple Effect Corporation.
Thanks for having me.
We were making a video game of the multiverse, but now it's suddenly
Hey,
real.
Artie.
Real and not real exist side by side in the multiverse. Echoes flow through it like currents in a cosmic ocean, the Sea of Night. Conceptual, fictional, real, more real than real. Many versions of us all, in hidden interaction, linked by the energies that ripple through realities. One of you is killed in an explosion of dangerous energy, and another one instead gains superpowers. And yet another one
we know that one.
meets an alien guardian angel. In one reality, we're not even real. Or as you say, characters in a video game.
Why is he after me? Who is Dor?
There are legends about him going back further than we can trace. They say he found an opening to a horrifying parallel reality that consumed him, gave him access to all realities. The feedback loop killing all other versions of him.
I am on the threshold. No.
Me in the toilet.
Door everywhere.
We don't know why, but he sees the versions of you as a threat. He's killing them, bringing them back as time breakers.
I thought they looked familiar.
We thought he was after Branch. Now I'm thinking he's been after you.
Your lines playing apart. The master of many worlds. We came through the door.
All right. What can I do?
He must be stopped. He leaves dead realities in his wake, and he is only picking up speed.
I'm just an actor.
You could have fooled me. You travel through realities with greater accuracy than anyone I've ever seen. Beyond Door, even. You picked it up just like that. Finding the place that made him may be the key to killing him. That was our theory. But we could never find it.
Maybe you can.
Maybe you can.
Was there something between you and Branch?
What you think you are feeling is just an echo. Some other version of us in some other lifetime.
But maybe...
You'll come back for me? Maybe.
Wish me luck.
Luck is just an echo of an event carried over from
Oh,
another
righto,
reality.
wise guy.
I was an REC agent. This was my mission now. I focused on him. The darkness, the entropy, Door. The master of many worlds.
Sorry. To be continued. Right now, perhaps? Oh, hell yeah. No, this is gaming. Get ready! Yeah, there's a bit of lateral movement, which is interesting. Get him! Get him, Sheriff! Or Sam. No, not Sam. What was his name? What's the actor's name? I can just run past. Right. Final wave. Oh no, it's a boss battle. Impressive. Out of all of the aversions, you might be the chosen. Join me and we'll rule together. No, never. You will regret this also. I was lying. Ha 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 ha. Next time we're going to be in like a strategy game or something. An RTS, a top-down thing, as opposed to a side-scroller.
I've been brought to the very edge of the multiverse.
Ooh,
or some deep, dark trench in it. Everything sucked dry of color and energy. I had to find a door, or the means to travel on.
You should not be here. You made a mistake.
No.
Go to hell.
Play the part! It's waiting there for you!
I am playing the part.
Between the door!
Was Thor getting desperate?
It's an interesting story. It does sound quite similar to the second in command guy from Quantum Break, who was also a kind of time shifting fellow. There's a TV over there, it looks. Sure was lucky there's a lot of LumaVision TVs around. I think if they hadn't sold anywhere near as well, we would have had real trouble getting around the multiverse. Nope, that didn't go well. I think it's because I was dodging into something. Try out the flashbacks. This is taking a little bit longer than I thought it was. I was hoping to finish at like 11:30. It's now 11:45. Yeah, it's less useful than I thought it was going to be. Okay, it does even if it doesn't kill them. Also, I feel like Remedy should make this game. I think it could be pretty tight.
I was close. I knew I was close now.
To the other dimension. Driving through. Mouse. Okay, after dreamless sleep, you come to and eventually become aware of the utter lack. There is nothing. Focus? You search for something to focus on. An idea, a geometric shape comes to your mind. A pentagonal trapezoidron. How do you know the name of this shape? You don't know. You feel yourself fading, drifting, losing your essence, your stream of consciousness, the ebbs and flows of your thought. Hold yourself together. You fight to hold yourself together, to swim against the current, to break to the surface. Oh dear. Coming to focus, you realize your first impression was wrong. There is something. There is you. Slowly you sense the words describing this, describing how it is. Here, in the farthest reaches of the multiverse, you have reached a reality where only ideas exist. An idea of reality, a conceptual reality, a thought tries to form in your mind. You focus on the thought, it becomes clear. In the beginning, there was the word. Here, only word exists. They are everything. They describe the word and you in it. Decipher the words. The words describe you standing in a barren conceptual desert. It stretches onto eternity, in a place outside of time. You wait an immeasurable amount of time. Something pepperjack mushroom egg that's slapped between two halves of top burger bun because it was there without the bottom, splurged with Panda Express. Sweet and sour sauce, it's cursed because of the sauce, but I don't know. It does sound nice though. Cup of coffee is kind of on brand for this game. As you imagine it, the cup of coffee, your favorite hot beverage, manifests itself. The idea of it, the concept of its smell and taste. You savor it. You imagine savoring it. You understand that here your thoughts are as real as anything. Well, how was it though? You say it was cursed, but did it taste cursed? Assess your situation. You realize you could be trapped here forever. Vaguely, you remember that you are on a mission of vital importance. You feel the details of it already resolving. You must figure out a way to escape before you lose yourself again. When traveling through the vortex, you always had a focal point in mind. Could that be the solution here as well? Focus on the master of many worlds. Focus on the master of many worlds. The desert dreamscape around you darkens. You vaguely feel the terrible weight of an alien god-like awareness shift many realities away. How can you possibly find him, let alone face him? Meditate. Calm yourself and seek harmony, striving to expand your consciousness, gaze into the secrets of the multiverse and understand your enemy. After struggling for what feels like a lifetime, you feel no closer to your goal. Your mind is not pure enough to grasp the secrets of the multiverse, let alone comprehend its master. You need to study this art to rise to a higher level of awareness. What if we continue? Stubbornly continue. You push yourself past every mental and physical threshold you encounter. Channel your mind. Time passes, you are parched and starving. Dimly you realize you are close to dying. You are lying on the ground. Channel your mind. You strain to clear your murky mind, willing the universe to show its secrets to you. Suddenly a blinding light, a silhouette of a man appears. Look at the man. He looks like you, but the way he carries himself, the glint of deep wisdom in his eyes tells you that this is you from the future. He offers you a seed. Look at the seed. It seems like any other seed, but when you stare at it, the image of a towering tree flashes in your mind. Take the seed. You accept the seed. The man offers. Then he is gone. Plant the seed. You plant the seed in the ground. It takes roots and grows. A sapling rises in the ground. It grows fast. Soon you are standing at the foot of a tree. A gigantic tree, I should say, reaching for the skies. It is a tree of life. It is the world tree. A memory drifts slowly down through it. Through it bows like a falling leaf. Follow the memory. Follow the memory and see a comic book in your hand. Are they your hands? You can't remember. The comic is about the legend of a god who hung himself from the branch of a world tree, sacrificing himself to gain secret knowledge. Contemplate the nature of sacrifice? Screen looms over you and inscrutable in its silence. To gain the universe's secret knowledge, you know what you need to do. Hang yourself from the tree. You will sacrifice yourself to gain the knowledge you are after. To be reborn with it, you climb up the trunk. Hang yourself from a branch. As you begin to choke, your mind travels along the branch of the tree on a spiritual journey. Follow the branches where they lead. The branches of the tree reach out through all realities, supporting all realities. The multiverse is born. You sense all the realities around you, all lives, all history, unfurling like a river, flows, forked, lightning striking, a flower blooming, slow motion explosion blossoming like a tree. You hang there for 9 nights. It feels like an eternity. The branch breaks and you fall to the ground. You hear the tree groan. You look at the tree. You see the tree has grown old and is dying. From the highest branch, a magic fruit sprouts and ripens. As you stand watching, the tree dies. You notice the fruit has fallen to the ground next to you alongside a large crooked branch. Pick up the fruit. You pick up the magic fruit. It rots away in your hands, leaving a familiar looking seed. Suddenly you become aware of a man lying on the ground close by. He seems weak and ill, moaning something to himself. Something stirs in your mind, a forgotten memory of a faded dream. We offer the seed. You offer the seed to the man. As you step closer, he lifts his gaze to you. You recognize him. He is you from the distant past. He takes the seed, then he is gone, vanishing as suddenly as he appeared. Pick up the branch. You pick up the crooked branch, tracing its path with your fingers. A distant memory stirs. What is your mission? You have gained so much knowledge that you struggle to remember what you were trying to go. Try to remember. You look for it, shifting through your thoughts. It comes to you with a jolt. You are trying to find the way to the master of many worlds. There is something about a door. Focus on the door. With that, a door begins to come into focus. You realize that it is missing something. I didn't see what I pressed. The branches bond with the door, creating a handle, and with that the door is fully realized. Open the door. You grasp the handle and open the door. Step over the threshold. You step inside and stand in a room with a man, the master of many worlds, sitting behind a desk, typing, turning concepts and ideas into words, shaping his reality. He lifts his head. Look at the master of many worlds. You stare at the man in the eye. With a shock, you realize that you have made a mistake. You've come to the wrong place. The man, this master of many worlds, is not the one you were looking for. He's not Door. He is someone else entirely. You want to ask him what he knows, but it's already too late. Oh, it's ASCII. That's fantastic.
We have witnessed a case of mistaken identity. But in the vastness of the multiverse, with an endless number of versions of ourselves, what is identity anyway?
What indeed?
Can there be more than one master of many worlds? Or did our hero take a wrong turn somewhere along the way?
Too much salt,
Was
that
this
sucks.
particular journey precisely what was needed to make him the one?
So it turns out the sweet and sour sauce wasn't the problem.
I am your host, the one and only Warland Door. And this is Night Springs.
You gotta trust your instincts sometimes. In loving memory of James McAfee?
Chasing the murder cult made me feel like I was caught in a loop. Every time I thought I was getting closer, things shifted around, and I realized I was further away than ever before. Instead of answers, I only got more questions. The name of the cult and the masks they wore kept changing. The deeper into the dark depths I got, peeling off the layers of this case, like the ocean zones from twilight to midnight to abyssal to the deepest trenches, the closer I felt to going mad.
Okay, Alan was behind there somewhere. Yeah, we heard you. We heard you do the. Okay, so we came up here. Is there a save room up in here?
Something told me Zane wouldn't be happy to see me this time.
Don't particularly want to play much longer at all, seeing as it's basically tomorrow. Yeah, that would probably bum out Zane.
I'm in control now. The second you try anything, I will shoot you in the head. Scratch wrote return, not me. You're a fucking liar.
You'd given up. You stopped writing. You said it was too dangerous, that we didn't deserve to get out. And then he showed up. Scratch. He promised to write. To get me the hell out of here. He was magnificent. A visionary. I mean, it was art. Then, when he finished, he took return and left me behind.
It's still here, and so is he.
I know I fucked up. But you can still catch him before he gets out, before he gets to your wife. And when you get to him, don't hesitate. Kill the bastard for what he did to us. There's a murder site in my cinema where my film Nightless Night is playing.
Getting conceptual here.
I told you not to try anything.
Oops. We'll just say that he
I had
dumped
to
us.
find the movie theater Poets Cinema. The next murder site was there.
Yeah, this
Zane
game
created
is
the film
bananas
with Return
in a way
to
that I
escape
love.
the dark place.
Wait, is this the way out? No, this is the. This is not the way out. The sky bridge. Where are the elevators? Oh, right here. Doi. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I really like the Remedy games. I haven't played the Max Payne 1 and 2. Like their first big ones at least. I don't know if they had ones before that. But like Alan Wake, Quantum Break, Control, this. It is fantastic. They've got that level of kind of weirdness that I really enjoy. Yeah, let's get in this damn cinema.
I could see the searchlight beams of the movie theater on the far side of the plaza.
Oh, yeah, there. Oh, wait, hold on. Here we go. Save zone. Let's do that. Not today, monsters. Literally, because I need to go to bed, unfortunately. I have work in 9 hours. Thank you very much for joining me, guys. It has been a pleasure having you. I so much enjoy playing that game, Alan Wake 2. We're going to raid Kesa Wolf, or just Kesa. They're the person who helped texture this boy up. If you like what you saw, please, of course, drop a follow. That's the easiest and most obvious way to help out. If you want to keep up to date with me outside of that, please check out my Twitter, Threads, and Blue Sky, and my Instagram, TikTok, and Clip Manager YouTube channel for previous clips. Now, I will see you all again on Friday. We have a look at the new Forza Horizon update, and then on Saturday night, we'll be back here, finishing off Alan Wake 2. Well, continuing Alan Wake 2 at least. Until then, I hope you have a good rest of your week. I hope it is not as busy as the week has been previously. I hope it brings lovely food for you, Wasabi, with just the right amount of cursedness and just the right amount of salt. Until then, let's go say hi to Kesa Wolf, and I will see you on Friday. All right, God bless.